Okay, Comic 91, and I am almost better. I feel better. I feel pretty better. Pretty better is now going to be my solid state. Okay, let's get it. Jeff, I'm having problems with Kenny. Do you know anything about his inability to communicate emotionally? To answer that question, I'll have to tell you a tale. An ancient tale of woe, misbegotten curses, is that right? And fortuitous happenstances. The story of how Kenny got to be here and the lives he touched on the journey. Didn't you only meet him when he started here? True, but one does not pass up the chance to tell a good story about his friend's past. See, the sad answer is you do, because I had the option. The character whose Jeff's is based on actually was the best man at his wedding, and I had the opportunity to make up a story about his past, but while it would have been funny to the two of us, it probably wouldn't have been funny to the other 150 people in the room, most of which were his new wife's family. So I can't just make a bunch of stuff up. Worse yet, though, I could have told the truth. So, yeah, misbegotten. I think woe-begotten. Is it woe-begotten? Misbegotten, I don't think is a word. Fortuitous happenstances, that's one from an old episode of Earthworm Jim, where there's a character called Snots, and it was just this small green pillow-shaped thing that was apparently just made of, well, you know, and all it would do would make funny noises. It would just squirt and pop. It would just go, and then everyone would say, "Oh, you're right, Snots. This is a fortuitous happenstance," and they would always translate for him using really big, long words and excellent grammar. I mean, that's still one of my favorite things I've ever heard in my life. And I think I saw it when I was around 14. Fortuitous happenstance. I do like that. And the lives he touched on the journey. I think I'm starting to understand what happens here. I started toying with the idea of using some different story and plot things that I'd come up with in the past and weave it within this particular strange fictitious autobiography, I guess is about the only way of putting it. So I took some other fictitious autobiographies and made them as the past tense in this particular one, because it's kind of about me, but it never really has been. I'm going nowhere. Inability. It's about his inability. Somehow that seems wrong. To communicate emotion. I think I'm just overthinking things. A lot of text here. And didn't you only meet him when he started here? Yes. Yes, that is true. But one does not pass up a good chance to tell a story. So yeah, they just met. Do you know anything? No, how would another guy know that? Inability to communicate emotionally. Because, see, again, I'm yawning and I'm tired and stuff. Again, it all comes down. Women want their men to be a bit more emotional or communicative, and men don't want that. Stereotypically, I'm not saying all women think that or all men are like that, but that is the stereotype that exists. So I just sort of decided to play with the stereotype. That's as innocent as this gets. And apparently, now I'm remembering, I wanted to drag some old story elements into it. And so I shall. Job done. So yeah. The tale might begin being told tomorrow, so we'll see. Comic 92.